for YouTube. So I'm going to tell y'all, if Instagram get to acting crazy today, y'all need to go over to YouTube. Don't tell YouTube I told y'all that, but YouTube was pretty stable last week. Look, we're going to knock on some wood. But I am delayed but not denied. All right? I got stuck in traffic, y'all. Y'all know I be shooting for 6 o'clock, but I can't help it when it's accidents out there beyond my control. All right, but I am glad I made it home safely. I am glad that you guys are coming in. You're jumping in. Hey, Stephanie on YouTube. How you doing? Stephanie, my girl on YouTube. She be on here. All right. So, yeah. Sorry. Once again, I'm going to say delayed but not denied. Hey, let me see who's on here. Hey, Tuku. Hi, Claudette. How you doing? Hey, Honey Skies. Yes, Kiana. Delayed but not denied. They cannot deny me. Yes, yes. So, yes. Hey, Nurse Gross. How you doing? So, yeah, I was out today. Look, taking care of business. Trying to get things done, and yeah, got stuck out in traffic, you guys. But you know what we are here for. Y'all know what we talking about this month, right? Everybody know. Hey, Jarrell, how you doing? Jarrell said, hey, auntie. So yeah, this, what? Y'all know what we talking about. What we talking about? I'm going to ask y'all. Y'all tell me what we talking about. The last month of the year. What are we talking about? Hey, Brittany. I'm not going to start talking about it until y'all tell me what we talking about. I know y'all know. Something big. It's something big that we've been dealing with. Yes, yes. Tell it. Stephanie said fear. Juanita said fear. Exactly. That is what we are processing these last few weeks of the year. So Nurse Girl said, I'm doing good. Glad to see you are doing. Yes, ma'am. I am doing great. Yes. Just a busy day. I still need to connect with you, lady. We need to set that appointment up. Yes, life does happen, Claudette. Exactly. Thank you, Juanita. Juanita gave me the pink hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you shoot. Is it? Oh, you should love me. I like that. Hey, Colin, how you doing? So, yeah, so these last few weeks of the year, I already told you guys, we are talking about fear. Fear. What did we talk about last week? Oh, before we get started, if you have anybody that you feel like is either dealing with fear, may need some encouragement in regards to fear, or just you think you need to share this with, that's 3 people. Go ahead and share this out with 3 people so we can get started, you guys. 3 people. Come on. Y'all know my face kind of tight today. One of my appointments was my weekly facial, and she did a number on me. So I feel like one of them, I feel like I'm talking like this. Man, y'all know I like to smile, and it's kind of hard for me to smile right now, but hey, we gonna get it done. So yeah, share it out with 3 people. Come back in here and tell me you shared it with 3 by putting a 3 in the comments. Go ahead and share this with 3 people, you guys. Because, yeah, this is getting real. You know, I gave y'all the number last week. The number last week that God gave me was 12. I still don't know what the 12 means. I still don't know, but I'm believing. I'm believing that he's going to reveal to me what that 12 means. And so I'm like, we just need to get over this fear that we are living with, this fear that is overwhelming us, this fear that is overtaking our lives. It's fear. That's all it is. And the more you come to the realization of what it actually is, the more that you can move forward and get out of it. Okay, so we talked about the fear of failure. A lot of people have the fear of failure, and we discussed that last week. And people actually admitted it, that they sometimes they don't move because they're scared to fail. And that's very common. That's more common than you know. Hey, Pretty Red. And so getting over the fear of missing out, what they call that, FOMO, fear of missing out. So you do things or you don't do things. You don't do things because you fear you might miss out on something. Ooh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna continue my education. I'm not gonna get my degree because I'm not gonna be able to hang out or be with this guy because I'm not gonna have time if I'm focusing on my PhD. Fear of missing out of somebody's company, fear of missing out of something that you're looking toward doing. Also, the fear of acceptance. Somebody said that last week, and I was like, wow. Sometimes we don't move, or we move a different way because you don't feel like people will accept you for who you are, accept you where you at, accept you and your issues. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta break through the crowd. You gotta move through the crowd, and you just gotta move on up in there and touch the hem of that garment. Because hey, I got issues. I got issues. You know what I'm saying? And this is who I am. But some people, it actually paralyzes them. The fear of acceptance, of people acceptance. We also went over the fear of starting over. I had a few people on there because I go back sometimes and I rewatch just so I can grasp what went on during the video, because when I'm talking and I'm in it, sometimes I don't even be knowing knowing what I'm saying because I'm being led. You know what I'm saying? So just watching that video, and had a few people say they had a fear of starting over. They had did something and they were like, I don't know if I can start over again. We got to get over these fears. It's people. I just read a story on a lady. She was like 90 something years old, and she went back to college and got her degree. It's never too late until you're dead, until you're no longer breathing. So we can't have these fears, and we can't let these fears paralyze us. So last week, hey, Ash got it. Last week was all about F. You know how they say fear is the false evidence appearing real? So we talked about F last week, okay? Hey, no fear over here, Nardo says. Hey, awesome. Yes, no fear over here. That's what we focusing on. That's what we moving into 2024. No fear. Okay? So today we are going to move into E, because we got 4 weeks. Last week was F. This week is E. Next week will be A. The last week will be R. All right? And we're going to break this thing down. So when we step, in our minds, in our spirits, when we step into 2024, that fear got to be gone. So we're going to break this thing down. So E is embrace. Okay? Because a lot of times when we have fear, it's because we're coming up against challenges. We're coming against something new, something we've never done before. And our past experiences, remember I talked about that? Past experiences gives you that distortion in the way you see things. and then it holds you back from moving forward. And so we're going to talk about embracing life's challenges, embracing things that come up against you, and they hold you back. And this is applicable to life. This is applicable to business. This is applicable to group homes, if that's what you choosing to do. But this could apply to anything. This could apply to relationships. You got to embrace the challenges when it comes to things. Oh, you're welcome. So today we're going to talk about E, like I said, embrace. We're going to just kind of go over different challenges and how you should view them. Because some people call them challenges. I call them opportunities. Y'all already know. SOS is when you get together and you strategize, which me and Narda did today. Right, Narda? We got on the call. We strategized. Okay? In that strategy, we were able to see opportunities that she didn't think about, opportunities that might have got missed, creating opportunities by connecting with different people. Okay? So then you strategize, you find opportunities, and then you structure it. That may be hiring somebody. That may be setting up systems. It could mean a lot of things. But that's what me and Narda did today on our call. We strategize, we look for opportunities, and then we structure it. That's what I call my SOS plan. And so in that, it gives you a chance, like I said, you are thinking of things as a challenge. You are thinking of things as, something bad. It's like the audits that I have been, I guess, subject to with the insurance companies and access and stuff here in Arizona due to the fraud that's going on. Now I have all these excessive audits. I have people looking at all my documentation, my paperwork, and things like that. I could look at that as a challenge, like, oh my God, which it be feeling like that when I'm in it. It be feeling like I'm getting picked on when I'm in it, And that's okay. But then I go back and I think about it as an opportunity. How can I turn this around? How can I take what the information that they're giving me and say, hey, I want to be an ally. Let's work together. If you have a coalition or a task force that are going into these different group homes, let me be a vehicle. Let me help you. I'm trying to create opportunities to put myself in a situation where I can be a help to other group homes, but also opportunities for other group homes to have someone that can help mentor them through this process. So I could look at that as a challenge. Woe is me. They cracking down on me and they doing this. Or I can look at it, sorry, as an opportunity for me to be a guide, me to be a mentor, me to help someone else, to help the next person, me to encourage people. You know what I mean? Just me to inspire, because some people hit me up and say things that I say inspire them. So that's what I do. I reframe it, which is a tool that you guys, if you need more information, reframe things. It helps you to take the fears and turn it into something else. So you take it, you work through it, you reframe it. It's kind of like if you hurt yourself. Say you fell down the steps and you broke your ankle. and you're like, oh my God, I broke my ankle. Now I'm not going to be able to do nothing. Oh, I'm stuck in the house. I can't get around. You can think of it that way, or you can say, wow, I broke my ankle. Maybe that's the universe, that maybe that's God. Maybe that's my body telling me I need to sit down and rest and meditate and come up with some plans and some goals. Let me use this time while I'm in a cast to do something positive, as far as read some books, build relationships with my children that I've been doing so much running around that I haven't did. So I'm just saying, you have to reframe things. That helps you to get out of the fear. If you take something that you think is negative, or you take something that you think is not a good thing, and you reframe it and you try to think about it in a positive way, or a way, not, it doesn't always have to be positive, but you can think of it in a way to help you move past it. Okay? All right, everybody got that? Oh, thank you, Krista. I didn't see you had came in. Thank you, lady. So for those of you that are on Instagram, I pinned my YouTube. So if you want to subscribe, if you have not subscribed, hi YouTube. It's people on YouTube right now. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube, because there's content on YouTube that is not seen on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram. Okay? And let's see. So let me go back and read. Oh, hey, Megagram. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Leia. So E can also embrace the life lessons to get over the fear and turn it into an opportunity. Exactly. That's exactly. Embrace the life lessons to get over the fear and turn it into an opportunity. Yes. Embrace the tools that we have been given, because we can think. We have the mindset where we can think and break things down. So utilize those tools to sit back and say, God, what are you telling me? Don't always be in your situation like, oh, I can't do this because of this. That ain't nothing but fear. That ain't nothing but the enemy trying to put things in your mind. You can do anything you want to do. And maybe you need to get up every morning, look in the mirror and say that, I can do anything I set my mind to do. It's going to be a good day. No matter what you wake up and happen, it's going to be a good day. Don't wake up, oh man, it's Monday. No, it is Monday. This is a new start to a business week for me to get my stuff together. You just got to turn, and it's not fake. It's just you're speaking your reality. Because if you believe, that's what's going to happen. So if you believe that you ain't never going to be nothing, if you believe that you ain't going to never have a group home, if you believe that your business is not going to flourish, then that's what's going to happen, because that's what you believe. So you got to believe something better. You got to believe the positive. You got to believe in embracing the challenges. We don't eat a day, y'all. Embracing the challenges. Yes, she is the truth. Oh, thanks, Narda. Yes, so I'm saying you have to believe. You have to believe it for yourself. All right, so let's see. Megagrams. Guess who got approved? Ah, you finally got approved for access. Oh my God. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Well, you need to come down with you need to come. One of my clients on Instagram just got approved for access, which is the reimbursement. That is really all he was waiting for. So awesome. Okay. So now you got to connect with some people and do some marketing. Yeah, because it's been a long time coming. Hey, TRC Cleaning. Good to see you. Thank you. Hey, Breezy CC. Oh, TRC Cleaning said, yes, we are made in God's image. So why not have a positive outlook about yourself? Whew. And if you catch it young, man, I be thinking about all the things but I don't have no regrets. But I do be thinking, man, if I would have caught this stuff early, whoo, I would have been a powerhouse. Hey, Miss Sabrina. Miss Sabrina, the Black Barbie, y'all. Yes. So this week, and let me introduce myself just in case if there's people on here that don't know who I am. I'm Myrrie Hayes. I just came in and started talking. I'm sorry. I'm Dr. Myrrie Hayes. I feel so weird saying that. But I work for it. So I am Dr. Myrrie Hayes. I am affectionately known as the Group Home Queen. Okay, so I have several group homes throughout Arizona, and I am partnered in some different organizations around the U.S. And so I do group homes, but honestly, you know how you get to a point where it's like, I feel like I'm more than just group homes, you know? Because I know business. I know business, I know scaling, I know systems. There's a lot of things that I know, and I know how to build relationships. And so I don't really want to shortchange myself anymore just by saying, hey, well, I'm always be known as a group home queen, but I just don't want to restrict myself by saying group homes because I really feel like I have a lot more than that to offer. So what are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? Y'all think I should stay within group homes, or y'all think I should branch out and do some more things? Because I just want to be where God want me to be, you know? And I feel like I've helped a lot of people in the group home community, and hey, travel with there. And I don't know. I'm ready to do whatever God want me to do, I guess. But look, y'all know I always get on my soapbox. So anyway, let's get back to the subject today, which is embrace. I guess I'm embracing my future self, because I used to just say people just want me to talk about group homes. So that's what I did. But I'm embracing that. I'm releasing the fear this year, and I'm embracing that. I guess me going over that threshold of talking about just business, just being in business, just being a woman that has been through a lot, you know, kidnapped at 5, sexually assaulted multiple times. Um, what do you call it? Domestic violence. I was in abusive relationships. There's so many ways, and coming from a poor family of multiple children, I'm the youngest of 14, but there's so many ways where I guess I could feel beat down or broke down, or, young teenage mom. I have 6 kids. I have 6 grandkids. Um, Recently going through a divorce, and this is my second marriage. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things, I guess, that how I could feel like I'm not enough, or like I'm not sufficient, or oh wow, she's been through a lot. But I'm getting over that threshold of saying, you know what? This is who I am, and I am an overcomer, and I've overcame all of that. And so life goes on. I'm embracing the challenges. I'm doing what I'm telling y'all to do, and I tell y'all that sometimes I be talking to myself. I know that God be having me talk to myself, but he be having me share with y'all. So I know that. Um but yeah, I'm embracing those challenges. Honey Sky said, do it all. All right. Thank you, Grow Pretty Red. She's sending me pink hearts. Sandra said, I had to jump over to YouTube. Instagram was messing up. Instagram be, girl, I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about Instagram because they've been so good to me. But yeah, embracing, something new, embracing something new. Oh, and let me share, because I have coaches, y'all. I have coaches. Like I'll be telling y'all, if you have coaches and they don't have somebody coaching them, that's really not a good thing. So I try to listen to my coaches. So let me just tell you guys, on YouTube now, YouTube has partnered with me. So now I am able to receive super chats on YouTube. I am able to have memberships. So there are memberships on YouTube somewhere. I'm not really versed at it, but there are memberships on YouTube that you can join. There are videos within that membership that nobody will see but you guys. Some of them are like private classes that I taught and I charged for, but you guys will get them within that membership. So you can send a super chat if you want to. It gives you a badge as a supporter of my YouTube channel. And like I said, we do have memberships. And also, too, I am coming up with some products because YouTube is telling me I need to have merch, I guess. So I'm gonna have some t-shirts and some cups and stuff like that. So anyway, so that's what's going on with YouTube. They call it YouTube partnership. And so I just got I guess my wings, my YouTube wings, y'all. Honey Sky said, you are my coach. You just don't know it. I don't know it. That's okay. Look, I accept that. I accept that, Honey Skies. Hey, freelance sister. She said, I'm her coach. All right. So let's see. So Jarrell says, the bigger the battle, the bigger the outcome. That's right. Got to fight your way through. And we are embracing. Man, I'm telling you, it's a lot when you are trying to deal with things, deal with your own internal fears. But this is the thing that I realized. Me doing these like videos, me helping you guys, me taking the consultation calls where I help people process and get through their things, it actually helps me. It actually helps me. So that's why it's something that I love to do, because it helps me to want to learn more. It helps me to want to train more. It helps me to want to be a better person, because I can't pour from an empty cup. So I have to fill my cup up to pour into you guys. Like I said, me and Narda was on a Zoom call today. I was coaching her, through her journey. And so I'm like, I can't be empty. I got to steady be learning. I got to steady be working on me, which helps me overcome my fears. Because I don't know if I told y'all, I was not shy, did not like being on video, none of this. And so just being out here in this social media world has helped me conquer fears that I had, And so maybe, I'm not saying you have to mentor someone outside of yourself, but even your children, spending a little extra time, like processing things through with them, I feel like will help you, having discussion. And I'm not saying y'all don't talk to y'all kids. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be intentional, be intentional about it. Take a neighbor's kid that may be dealing with some issues and be a mentor. Or go to the Boys and Girls Club Be a mentor, because when you pour into people, to me, if you have the right mindset, it makes you want to fill yourself up so you do have enough to pour into people. Now, don't get me wrong. I know some of us out here, because I used to do the same thing, be trying to pour out of an empty cup. But we not doing that no more, because we conquering our fears and we moving into something new, right? Moving into something better, right? Am I here by myself? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Go ahead. Give me some pink hearts if y'all can hear me. Because it might be delayed. And y'all know I don't like talking to myself. Hey, Haley. Y'all know I don't. Okay, Stephanie gave me a yes. Anybody on Instagram, can y'all hear me? La Rose, thank you. Pink hearts. I appreciate you. Thank you, honey skies. I appreciate you. So yeah, so it's just about, if you don't know about reframing, Google reframing. Reframing, psychologically reframing, because that's the way I try to move now. I try to look at situations. I tell y'all, I always try to find the positive in that. And I did not know until I took a training last week. I did not know what I was doing. I was just doing it. I just had made up in my mind, I'm going to try to find something positive in every situation. And I know I've told y'all that before. You know, it's just like going through therapy about me being kidnapped at 5. What do I say? The positive is there was nothing positive about that situation when it happened to me. I didn't feel like it was positive, you know? But now that I'm reframing my mind, the positive was he brought me back. That man could have killed me. I could have been in a garbage can. I could have been in a ditch, in his trunk. He could have ate me. People were eating people. You know what I'm saying? But he brought me back. So yes, I went through the act. Yes, I was kidnapped. I went through the sexual act. You know what I mean? It hurt me mentally and physically. But he brought me back. So that is the positive. So there's always something positive that you can find in things that are going on. So same thing with being fearful. Try to find something positive. Don't think of it as a challenge. Reframe your mind to say, I want to do this, but I'm kind of scared to invest in this. I don't want to, I really don't think I'm ready, to do this. And then 10 years later, I still don't think I'm ready. That's fear. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to do it or you're not. You're going to move on to something else. But reframe your mind to say, okay, why am I hesitant about doing this? It might be a good reason. It might be your gut. Now, if you feel something in your gut, I always tell people, go with what your gut is telling you. It may not be for you. But if it's just you holding you back, you need to reframe your mind and you need to figure out how to turn that into something that you can tackle. It might mean making a list out of it and breaking it down into 10 parts and saying, okay, I'm going to do this by this date, and then I'm going to do this. That might be the reframing you need to do. But you need to find ways and tools to help you get past the fear of doing things. Nothing should be holding you back. The fear of heights. Well, I tell you, the fear of horses. We talked about my fears last week. What are some fears that you guys have? What are some challenges that you feel like now that we're having this discussion, they may be fears? Go ahead and put them in the comments so we can share them with one another. What did I tell y'all? We throwing out all our dirty laundry these last 4 weeks of the year, and we putting it out there because we're gonna put that crap on the altar and we gonna leave it there. Because God says, cast your cares upon me because I care for you. So we gonna cast them to God. We gonna say, I'm not having no more fear. I'm not gonna be deathly fear of spiders, because I might go somewhere and it might keep me from doing something that I want to do. We're not dealing with these fears. Go ahead, put some fears out there, you guys, so I can know what you guys are dealing with, not just myself. Y'all looking at me like, this chick was scared of horses. She's scared of heights. Let me go back and look at the comments. Let's see. Oh, thank you guys for all the pink hearts. I appreciate it. Hey, Camellia. Oh, hey, Rob Paul. Let's see. My phone acting funny, y'all. I've already spoken with your VA. I'm getting on board next month. I'm here in Dallas. Oh, okay, Toy. Honey Sky says, my fear is failing, but I keep telling myself I won't fail by any means necessary. You got to keep speaking. You got to speak it over yourself. Wake up every morning and say, I will not fail. I will not fail. If you just say that, I will not fail. I am an achiever. You know, I'm a believer, and I believe I will not fail. Say that every morning and just keep saying that. Okay? And let's see. Marcel says, don't know if you heard this lately, but I'm proud of you. Aw, thank you, Marcel. I appreciate that. Y'all don't know what y'all be doing for me, man. Juanita says, snakes. You scared of snakes? Yeah, Juanita, that was one of mine too. The best thing to do is go somewhere like a zoo or somewhere with snakes and just be around them and just be like, they snakes. You ain't got to touch them, but you need to get over your fear of snakes. You really do. Bible lessons and prayers. I will not fail. That's right. I will not fail. You cannot have a fear of failure. You cannot have it. You got to try. You know? And if you fail, guess what? Take it as feedback. Take fail and turn it into feedback and say, that didn't work. And the feedback is telling me is this. So I'm going to try this. So it's not failure. It's just life giving you feedback. Stephanie, again, fear of failure and having to start over. We left that on the altar last week, Stephanie. Come on now, girl. Come on now. No, we can start over. You know when you can stop starting over? You want to know when? Somebody tell me when you can start, when you can stop starting over. Y'all know when? When you stop breathing. That's when you can stop starting over. So we going to keep trucking. Okay? We going to keep trucking. You can start over. Who's to say you can't start over? That's not failure. That's just trying something again, trying something new, you know? Marcel said, not being able to provide for my family. Yeah, and that's a big one for men. A big one for men is not being able to start over. I mean, not being able to provide. And a big one for women is not being able to stay within your lifestyle. Like, you establish a certain lifestyle, that fear of like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to. It's a couple of things that I like to do. I'm not big on clothes and stuff like that, But I like to get facials. I get a facial every week. That might be excessive, but that's my jam. You know, if I got to a point where I couldn't get a facial, I probably would be like, "Oh wow." And that fear would probably creep up on me like, "Oh shoot, I can't get a facial every week." But I would reframe it and say, my skin is great. Do I really need a facial every week? You know? So you gotta find ways to mentally be able to process this. Rob says, Amen. Hey, photo. That's right, LaRousse. When you dead, that's when you look, that's when you can't start over no more. When you dead, that's when you can't do anything. Is when you dead. Until then, we gonna keep starting over if we have to. And we ain't gonna be scared to do it. You know, it's things sometimes, y'all don't think I'm all cocky and that I just be like, it's sometimes that I do stuff and I be like, what's my family gonna think? That my family gonna think I'm crazy. Or my family gonna think. So I have it rises up in me. And then I say, no, I'm gonna do it. And I do it. Me being on social media, I just knew my family was gonna think I was crazy. But I'm so glad I'm here. Just think if I never would have opened my mouth, I never would have did what my coach told me to do. Because I didn't used to be on social media like this. And my coach told me, he said, people need to know your story. People need to know who you are. You need to turn that camera around and you need to record yourself. And he made me do it while I was with him. And then he would send me messages. You need to get on, you need to make a story. You need to do this. And then I just start doing it. And lo and behold, now I'm in front of you. And that's how some of y'all found out about me. So I'm saying, don't let your fears hold you back and keep you quiet. It may not always feel good because social media, people are mean. People attack me sometimes, talk smack about me, do all kinds of stuff. But it is what it is. Those of you who, those of you who enjoy it, show up. And the other ones just send me nasty DMs. And if they make comments, the people who love me go after them. So, hey, it is what it is. So, yeah, let's see. My phone is acting so funny. We glad you're here too. Definitely an honor every time. Oh, thanks, high class. Thank you, high class night. I appreciate you. I never lose either. I win or I learn something. That's right. That is right. You can't think of it as a loss or a failure. You think of it as as you learned a lesson or you just got feedback from the universe to tell you, this is what you need to do this time. Yes. Fear is the number one obstacle for people that keeps them from being their true self and fulfilling their purpose. That's so true. And that's really just like you holding you back. You got to get over these fears, y'all. That's why I'm having this discussion. And like I said, it's not a glamorous topic. It ain't all, but God said it's necessary. And I'm still waiting for him to reveal to me what the 12 means. But it's necessary. So whoever out there, whoever show up for this, whoever, this message is for, or whoever it resonates for, God says, do not walk into this next year with fear. Because some of y'all are destined to do amazing things. I already can see people that I connect with, like Sandra. Sandra Gross is going to do some amazing things. And she might be thinking in her mind, oh my God, I'm older. I can't. No. I already see it. I haven't even saw this woman in person. I've only seen her in Zoom, on Zoom. And on Zoom, I can feel it. I can feel the energy that she is going to do something amazing. And that's why I'm just like, I got to connect with her. You know, when you know, you know. Y'all know when y'all meet somebody and it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your little puberty, no, your little, you know, you meet somebody be like, ooh, and you know, no. I'm talking about when you meet somebody and that and your spirits kind of align. It's a spiritual thing, you know? And that's how when I connected with her, with Sandra, I'm telling you, you're gonna do amazing things. So yeah, fear is the number one. It definitely is. I appreciate you. We're Team Mari, Team Group. Oh, thank you. MH Gang. MH Gang. That's what that's what my kids said. I need they was like, Mama, you got a tribe. And then we was thinking of names and they said, you need to call him MH Gang. So I was like, okay, MH Gang. So yeah. Oh my gosh. High Class said, people are trying to discourage me to open my group home in Arizona now, with all this stuff going on, but it's my passion and career goal. Exactly. And what's for you is for you. And if you know that's where God is leading you to open your home, then do it. You know, it'll be a process, just like me having my homes open. It's a process. I told you, they put me through all these extra audits and revalidations and all this stuff. And I'm like, I've been in this game before these people that y'all paid all these millions of dollars to got in. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this game since 2017. All these people ran up in here in 2020 and overboarded y'all and stole all this money, or y'all paid them all this money. And now you want to crack down on me. All right. Okay, God. All right. What do I need to do? So that's kind of how the mindset you got to have. You got to have that mindset. Hey, baby, period. Hey, Tamia. Hey, Millie Sack. Yeah. So we're talking tonight, you guys. We are talking about fears. If you have any fears that you want to lay out, I mean, we don't have no altar right here, but mentally we're going to lay these fears in 2023 on the altar, and we are going to leave them there because we're not walking in 2024 with fears. No fear in our hearts, no fear in our minds, you know? So if you have a fear that you want to lay out, go ahead and put it in the comments. If you have anybody around you that you feel like, man, they always scared of something, share this with them so they can get in here and hear this word. Man, because yeah, you have to encourage. You have to encourage the people in your life and the people around you. I feel like, because you reap what you sow. That's everything, y'all. The scripture didn't say it was like a piece. That's everything. So you sow encouragement, you get encouragement back. You sow positivity, you get it back. And you ain't going to get it all, you know. Well, that wasn't positive when they said you're not going to get it all the time, because the enemy, what the enemy doing? He's out here to steal, kill, and destroy. So, of course, you're not going to get it back all the time. But you got to believe, that what you sow, you're also going to reap. Yes. So I'm like, you have to encourage people, which will encourage yourself. So encourage your kids, encourage people around you to let the fears go so you can continue to move on. Yeah, last week I took really, really good notes on what I wanted to say to get focused. This week I only jotted down a few things. But I think we're staying on topic though. I really do. What do y'all think? Let's see. Let's see if we have any comments. Do y'all have any fears or any comments? Y'all think we stand on topic? We're talking about fear. We're talking about embracing the challenges. Okay? Embracing the challenges this week. So Kaylin said, are you required to take Medicaid agency orientation in your state? No, not in Arizona. You are not required. It is a credentialing process, but no, there's no orientation. I always said that was kind of weird about Arizona. You don't have to take any orientation classes. See, I told y'all, people know me for Groupon. Oh man. So let's see. Sandra says, thank you, Mari. I really appreciate that. I'm driving to work as we speak. No texting and driving ain't good. No, don't be doing that. So I'm concentrate. Talk to you later. Everyone have a great night. Thank you, Nurse Gross. Thank you. Nurse Gross be working. All my mentees, y'all. All my mentees be working because they serious about getting it together and getting their group. They serious about working on their credit. They serious about working, getting the funds to, help support their dream. They're serious about it. So they're conquering those fears. That's why we get together and we have our strategizing calls, because I don't want them to live in fear. I want them to know that they can do it. And so I try to support them. I try to encourage them and keep them on the right track. All right. Hey, Brittany. Okay, so we talked about embracing the challenges. So some different techniques that you can use. Like I told y'all, reframing. That's one thing that I try to do. I try to take things and think about it on the flip side. Take things that are framed this way and I turn it into this. That's all reframing is, in a sense. You take one thought and you try to restructure it. And so that is a tool that I use. Things like setting small goals. So try to set smaller goals. Like I said, your overcoming might be you making a list to break things down into smaller chunks. And if you don't know how to do that, or you don't know how to process that, you can always go into my bio and book a call. And I can assist you with breaking some things down and thinking about things. But you only get one. I tell people, you only get one book call with me. Because if I took every book call, if I let people just book all the time, I would never have any time for my business and myself. So just make sure when you book that call that you know what you want to focus on when we're going over that call. Because I only let you book once. If I see you book again, if you slip through and you book again, I cancel it. And I tell you why. Because once. So yeah. So positive self-talk, like we was talking about. I was telling Stephanie to speak to herself in the morning. I was telling her to speak life over herself in the morning. I think that was Stephanie. I was saying that too. But yeah. So you want to think positive. And I know people say affirmations. Affirmations are fine if that's something you want to do. But just speak positive, positive talk. Just telling yourself, I'm not a failure. I'm going to accomplish this. Wake up on a positive mindset. Today's going to be a great day. I'm going to meet one person a day and bless them. And I'm going to, I'm going to be a blessing to somebody today. That's one thing when I'm in my meditations in the morning. I always want to be a blessing to somebody. I always want to have favor when I go places. So that's a big thing, that put out there. I pray to God, show Lord, before I walk in the room, give me favor. That's just something that I do. And then visualization is good too. Like, you can do that. If you're a meditating type person, I do meditate. I pray, but I also meditate. And I just sit there and I think, I sit there, really, I empty my mind in a sense. But that is something that you can do, is visualize what you want. Visualize how you're going to get it. Visualize that. I think, what do people call that now? They call it something. It's not meditation. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody tell me in the comments. What is that called? Manifesting. Manifesting. When you like think about it, you talk about it, you manifest it, what's gonna happen? Thank you, Honey Skies. Honey Skies is here with me. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I know Sandra went to work, but the rest of y'all here. Manifestation, yeah. So yeah, those are the type of things that you can do to basically kind of break down the challenges into manageable steps. Break it down. Also write it down. Y'all know my foundation, scripture, vision. You need a vision. Make it plain. Write it down. Make it plain, So yeah. So these are the type of things that you want to do to get past the fear. Man, fear is a lot. Fear can actually like overrun a family. It can overrun a generation. It can overrun people. And it's not even real. But if that is your reality, you live in it. And I know people right now that are living in fear. They live in fear, and their whole family is just living in fear. Narda says, I'm still scared of horses, Dr. Myrrie. You're going to have to get over that. I'm no longer scared of horses. I used to be really, really scared of horses, you guys. But if you work through that, you can get over. You can go to, I don't know if you're where you're at, but I know here in Phoenix, in Arizona, there's a lot of ranches out here. There's a lot of people that have horses and things like that. And so just taking time to like be around them, being in the field around them, watching them while they're behind the gate, things like that. I actually when I started trying to get over my fear of horses, I watch my kids with horses. My son is amazing with horses. My baby boy, y'all know I always say my baby boy, great with horses. And me just watching them with horses, okay, that warmed me up a little bit more. And then I went around other people while they rode horses, and that warmed me up. Then I got close. Then I petted one, So you got to find ways to process through that fear to get you to the other side. And whatever that is for you, if it's looking at pictures of horses, I don't know how scared you are of them. You might be like, I was just like, ooh. That's how it used to be. Because them eyeballs, you know what I'm saying? Them big old eyeballs. But so you got to figure out ways that are, comfortable, but you're going to have to break out your comfort zone. But you need to figure out ways to process that within your mind on how to get rid of that fear. Because we're not walking into 2024 with fear. Okay, Narda? You know what road you on, girl. You're going to have to release that. LaRue said, I got bit by a horse. Oh, shoot. I ain't never been bit by one. Man. Oh, I like that, baby, period. We have to learn to rebuke the spirit of fear. That's right. Yes. Because what he didn't, Look, God didn't come to give us the spirit of fear. He came to give us a spirit of love and of a sound mind, you know, the positive things, you know. So you're gonna have to release those fears, man. My kids came in here with an algebra question. I don't know if I can answer that while I'm on. I'm not that good, y'all. I'll have to answer that when I get off. They doing algebra and they brought a laptop. I'm like, no, I don't have fear of algebra. I'm not gonna speak that. And oh, it was your horse. Oh my gosh. Well, at least you weren't scared of it. It just bit you. Shoot, dogs bite their owners, don't they? Shoot, y'all, I was scared of dogs too. I was scared of too much. So, Bible lessons and prayers says, Myrrie, can you tell us about your YouTube membership? Oh yeah, I went over it earlier, but just so you guys can know, I do. I'm a YouTube partner now. Give me 1 second. I'm a YouTube partner now, and so I am able to get super chats, which is on there somewhere where you can do a super chat and get a badge on my YouTube channel. This is for YouTube, Instagram. And then also too, I have memberships. There are some videos in the memberships that were, you know, paid trainings that I did. They are available in the membership area. And then also too, we are working on merch material for people that are in the membership. So just know if you go to YouTube, you can participate in that. All right. If you have any more questions in regards to that, you can send me a DM or you can put them in the comments, and Krista or I will get back to you. Hey, brother Ben X, how you doing? Thank you. He said congrats on the YouTube. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I was very surprised. But that's awesome. That's another stream, y'all. I tell y'all, streams. I like streams. So that's another stream for me. So does anybody else have any fears that they want to lay out, get rid of, put out there, share with the group? We've been having some good ones. Yes. Fear of failure, that's always big. Fear of being able to support family, that's kind of a thing. I mean, that's honestly, that's a thing for a man or a woman. But I just feel like being a provider, most men are like, I want to provide for my family. And it makes them, if they can't, feel less than a man. And so I think that's bigger with men to me. Women is more of, can I maintain my lifestyle? You know, that's one thing. Women, especially if you're like going through a separation or a divorce or something like that, it's like, man, am I going to be able to maintain my lifestyle that I've had? That's a big fear. Fear of acceptance. Man, that hits right home with me because I used to fear of people accepting me for who I was. You know, that was a fear with me. And then fear of starting over. That one keeps coming up. And I'm surprised on that one because I just was like, you know, I just figured people was okay with starting over. But no, that one has came up time and time again. Fear of starting over. So yeah, we are going from fear to fortitude. We are getting this together the end of this year, y'all. We are embracing life's challenges because a lot of fear that comes up is just challenges that are coming up in your life and you just don't know what to do with it. And so setting those small goals, positive thinking, you know, visualization, things like that, just breaking things down so you can manage them, you know. It's things that you, and somebody said it on Instagram, rebuking that spirit of fear, you know? Sometimes you just got to rebuke. No, you are not going to control me, spirit of fear. Get away. Doing that too, you know? But we have to use the tools that God has given us in order to process it and to embrace the challenge and reframe it. That's the big thing. Reframe it. Think about it a different way. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube, the link is at the bottom of Instagram. You can subscribe to my YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you have not subscribed to my YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube so you can be alerted when I'm on live or when I release a new video. And so basically, we went over embracing. This is week 2, you guys. Remember, this is a 4-part that we're going through to end out the year, because we are not walking into 2024. Somebody type that in the comments. We are not walking into 2024 with fear. Somebody type that in the comments. Okay? No fear in 2024. We're closing the fear door in 2024. I was trying to find something to rhyme. We're closing the fear door in 2024. There we go. So somebody type that in the comments so I can know y'all are all in on releasing this fear. Hey, Y Murphy. Hey, Manisha. Somebody type that in the comments. Hey, Dr. Fidel. How you doing? Y'all out there? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Type in the comments. Closing the fear. Let's see. We are not walking into 2024 with any kind of fear. All right. Thank you, Dr. Fidel. Dr. Fidel is there for me. All right. So, yeah. So, what we are going to talk about next week. All right. Thank you. We are going to talk about, what did I tell y'all? F. Last week was F, because false evidence appearing real. So we were talking about false things, talking about that fear, the false things that come up in your mind. And then today was E, embrace. We're embracing the challenges, right? Embracing the challenges. All right, Jarrell, no fear in 2024. Okay. And then next week, we're going to do A, which is action over anxiety. We taking action. We not sleeping on this. We taking action, okay? Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, we're taking action. Because all of y'all are telling me we are not going into 2024 in fear, okay? Claudette said, Myrrie, when is the next mentorship? Tomorrow. Mentorship calls, second Thursday. Second and fourth Thursday, Claudette. I will see you tomorrow. And I need an update on where you're at, okay? Because we need to, hey, time is a ticking. I'm applying pressure. So, yeah, I will see my mentees on the call tomorrow. All right, so Pretty on the inside said, I just hopped in. Is it possible to get licensed for additional beds after being licensed? Yes, ma'am. If zoning allows you to have additional beds and the square footage is right, yes, you can. It's just going to depend. If you have enough room in that house and if zoning allows you to have more than what you already have. Yeah, I had a house that had, I always like to give y'all examples. I had a house that I opened with 5 beds, but according to my square footage and zoning, I could have up to 8. And so I opened it at 5. I had somebody come in while there were people living in the house. I would take them on outings, and the people would come in and install the sprinklers. And it took them 3 days. They put them sprinklers in that house. And then I called the Arizona Department of Health Services, showed them proof that I had sprinklers. And because they had already measured it and zoning had already said it was okay, they upped my beds to 8. So yeah, so I've been through that. You're welcome. All right. Hey, Smiling with Dimples. So yeah, so next week, like I said, A for action. We almost there. FEA. And then we go on to R. So next week, action. All right. And for those of you who are my mentees, I will see you tomorrow. And for those of you who are not, just know on YouTube, I am a partner with YouTube now, so you can do the super chats, and I do have membership opportunities. And so you can join my membership to get exclusive videos and also be in contact with me more than just on Wednesdays. So, all right, you guys. Well, today was great. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Hey, your favorite broker. How you doing? So yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for joining me. Oh, this discussion about fear. We got people laying stuff on the altar. Getting rid of that fear. Yes, because we are not walking into 2024 with fear. All right. So let me see. Got a couple of questions that came in. So does the area need to be zoned residential or commercial or combined for you to know a group home can be there? Do you still contact the city to confirm? Yes. In any home, I always recommend you contact the city, because the thing is, that city may have a requirement that says you can't be 1,500 feet from another group home. And it might be another group home right behind you and you don't know. So you always want to call the city, give them the address, and have them confirm. And possibly nowadays, I always tell people, I tell my mentees, have them email you a confirmation. And zoning ain't always free now, y'all. Sometimes they make you fill out an application, and they also make you pay now in some cities and some counties. So just be prepared when you call in to check zoning. You may possibly have to do an application. You may have to wait. It may not be a same day thing, because they really... Group homes done blew up, y'all. So they really cracking down. And that ain't just Arizona. I'm saying in other states too. So yeah, so you definitely want to check. Now you're in Texas. Texas does have a system online where you can check zoning. I still don't trust it. I just don't. I would rather call or go to the zoning department and talk to them, because what I'm not going to do again, because y'all know I did that. I bought a home and it was 25 feet short. Yeah. And so I could not use it for a group home, according to that city. So I just like to be absolutely sure for myself and when I'm working with people that it is allowed, because I don't have time to be getting a home and then they trying to come shut me down because it ain't zoned right. So do your due diligence. Okay? Do your due diligence. All right, LaRules. I'll see you next week. All right. But yeah, so let's see. Let me make sure I get... Hey, James. You just coming in. We about to leave. But no, I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate you guys for the participation. Um, Make sure, like I said, that the YouTube link is at the bottom of Instagram. Those of you who are on the YouTube live, make sure you subscribe. And if you would like to participate in the different tiers of membership, you can also do that also. I looked up zoning for an address, but there was no results. What does that mean? You need to call the zoning department. That's why I say I don't trust the online. I don't trust it. So you definitely need to call the zoning department in your area. If it's a small city, it might be City Hall or something like that. But you definitely need to call and talk to somebody. Give them that address and check zoning. Okay? All right, my loves. You guys have a great night. Remember, no fear. Reframe it. Think positive. All right. You guys have a great night, and I will see you next week. All right. And as I always say, be a blessing to someone else. Good night. Good night, YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe. And if you haven't joined the membership, join the membership. So y'all can make my YouTube guy happy. Oh man. Good night.